This all happened not too long ago. And trust me, it's the kind of story that makes you question the things lurking in the dark. So, here we go. I was working as an Uber Eats driver that night, and my next pickup was from a place I'd been to a million times before. It was a small pizzeria, one of those local joints that served up the best slices in town. But as I pulled up to the familiar address, something felt off. The streets were eerily quiet, and a heavy, overcast sky threatened rain. I grabbed my phone, ready to pick up the order, and walked into the pizzeria. The place was usually bustling with life, but that night it was different. The lights were all dimmed, casting an eerie, gloomy glow across the pizzeria. I could barely see inside, and the usually delicious scent of pizza hung strangely absent in the air. The place was empty, and it was deathly quiet, like a scene frozen in time. The air was heavy with an unsettling stillness that made the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. I called out, my voice echoing through the eerie silence, asking if someone was around to hand over the order. But no one answered, not a sound. It was as if the pizzeria had been abandoned in a hurry, a place left to the clutches of a strange silence. I assumed maybe it was just a slow night, or perhaps the employees had stepped away for a moment. I grabbed the order from the counter, ready to complete my pickup, and started heading for the door. But just as my hand touched the handle, I heard it. A soft, chilling whisper, faint but unmistakable, coming from the back of the pizzeria. I couldn't discern the words, but it wasn't any language I'd ever encountered. It sounded ancient, like some kind of incantation, sending a shiver down my spine. The whisper was unsettling, like a spectral presence in the room. It felt like a scene out of a horror movie, and my curiosity got the better of me. I crept closer, my heart racing, and that's when I saw them, a group of people huddled together in the far corner of the room. They were all dressed in black robes and hooded cloaks, like something out of a cult or a horror film. Their faces were hidden in the shadows of their hoods, and they were completely absorbed in some kind of ritual. In the center of their gathering, there was a table with a strange, intricate symbol etched onto it, glowing with an eerie, otherworldly light. The symbol seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, and I couldn't look away. The air grew heavy with an ominous atmosphere, like something truly wrong was taking place. It was at that moment I realized I needed to get out of there as fast as I could. My curiosity had led me into a situation that was beyond my understanding, and I wasn't about to stick around and find out what these robed figures were up to. I bolted from the pizzeria, leaving the order behind, and didn't look back until I was safely locked inside my car. As I drove away, I couldn't help but think about what I'd seen. What were those people doing in the pizzeria, and what was the meaning of that cryptic symbol? The story still haunts me, and I can't help but wonder about the dark secrets that place was hiding. The mystery of that night remains unsolved, and it's a story that leaves me with more questions than answers. What was happening in that pizzeria, and what dark forces were at play that evening? It's a tale that sends shivers down my spine every time I think about it. I couldn't forget that night, no matter how hard I tried. It wasn't just the strange sight of the robed figures or the chilling whispers. It was the symbol it shed onto the table. It was like a brand that had been seared into my memory, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. It was a symbol I'd never seen before, and every time I closed my eyes, it was there, glowing in the darkness. I decided to do a little digging, see if I could find any information about that symbol, and what I discovered sent chills down my spine. It was a symbol associated with a dark and secretive cult that had ties to the occult. They were known for performing forbidden rituals, summoning otherworldly entities, and dabbling in things best left untouched. I couldn't help but wonder about the purpose of their gathering that night. What dark forces were they invoking, and for what sinister purpose? I had unknowingly stumbled into something far beyond my understanding, and the knowledge that I had escaped unharmed left me with a sense of profound unease. The story of the Sinister Pizzeria still haunts my dreams, and I can't shake the feeling that I narrowly escaped something far more terrifying than I could ever comprehend. It serves as a chilling reminder that there are things in this world that should remain hidden, and I can't help but wonder what other secrets are lurking in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered.